began, Shemaiah was the one who sold the oath. He went to Mount Hermon and sold the oath to go against God. And this was the beginning of all hell breaking out. So, of course, this giant mentality that we have on this world today, is it the descendants of the Nephilim? Those people in high places? Do they walk amongst you? Some of you may be walking amongst the Nephilim right now and not even know it. And some of you may ask yourself, why is all this stupid crap going on? What's all this drop? Where's all this crap coming from? These things may be indoctrinated by the Nephilim. That's why it's good to understand what you're going against. Even though when Christ was on earth, he called these leaders and these lawmakers the synagogues of hell. He was talking about the Nephilim. Check out this video, y'all. I'll get back with y'all in 1 minute. Blessings.
This resulted in the birth of the Nephilim, giant offspring known for their great strength and violent nature. Some of them were the kings of the old world, and they brought chaos, destruction. They overconsumed resources and eventually turned on mankind to devour them. Their excessive and insatiable appetites led them to sin in extraordinary ways, even against animals. Along with the Nephilim, the Watchers taught forbidden arts and knowledge to humans. Azazel taught men how to make weapons and armor, while others taught enchantments, astrology, various forms of sorcery. Then there was violence, corruption, moral decay. Now, people at this time were overwhelmed by all the violence and suffering, and so they began to cry out to heaven. After that, four archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, approached God on behalf of humanity. They reported the Watchers' misdeeds and asked God to intervene and restore balance. So, Raphael was tasked with binding Azazel and casting him into a pit covered by sharp stones in the desert, where he would remain until the final judgment. Gabriel was instructed to incite conflict among the Nephilim so they would destroy one another. And Michael was commanded to bind Semyaza and the other Watchers in the earth until the day of judgment. Now keep in mind, Gabriel caused the Nephilim to go to war with each other. The question is, was that curse ever lifted, even after becoming earthbound spirits? Because we do experience constant wars around us, don't we? So would it be correct to assume that the evil spirits not only haunt and influence mankind, but they also still war against each other? Now, remember, these were men of renown, which means they were well known. They were the same ones talked about in various cultures around the world. So there is this theory that although the original Nephilim perished, their genetic legacy may have continued through certain human bloodlines. That traces of Nephilim DNA may exist somewhere within humanity, especially among those with rare blood types or unusual genetic traits. And these individuals are thought to carry a predisposition to be highly influential, charismatic, or even to have a unique spiritual sensitivity or susceptibility to otherworldly experiences. And you would think that if that were true, then probably most people would have traces of these genetics. Unless you were able to knowingly and purposely isolate that bloodline and those genetics to keep it within a limited number of the population. By the way, folks, even if this were to be true, God has the power to fix those genetics as if nothing ever happened. So if you think you were born with Nephilim blood,